Saturday night, the Iowa State men's basketball team will have two seniors stepping onto the court in Hilton Coliseum for the last time. Chris Allen and Scott Christopherson's Iowa State stories are different, but both senior leaders have played crucial roles in Iowa State's success this season. Scott Christopherson's Iowa State journey began in 2008 after transferring from Marquette. Throughout his time as a Cyclone, Christopherson witnessed a lot of changes in the basketball program.
I mean, obviously having a whole new coaching staff has been a big change. You know, getting the chance to have the practice facility, you know, has been a great change since I've been here. A lot of new faces in my time here. I mean, nobody that I came here with is, you know, going to graduate with me. So, you know, there's been a lot of changes, but you know, there've been a lot of positive changes, I feel like.
Under head coach Fred Hoiberg, Christopherson has emerged as one of the best shooters in the Big 12 and a leader on the court for the Cyclones.
Scott's been awesome. His leadership, you know, especially what he does off the court, as far as bringing guys to the gym with him. You know, his work ethic carries over to the whole team. You know, he's a guy that's always in the gym. He comes in, you know, a lot of times I'll get into the office and he's in there getting shots up before class, and then he's you know, usually the last guy to leave as well. So his work ethic is off the charts. It's great to see that hard work pay off for Scott.
I've just pretty much tried to bring an attitude of, you know, what can I do for the team? Not really, you know, what the team can do for me. More so just, you know, whether it be, you know, like I said, playing point, maybe sacrificing some shots, or, you know, whether, you know, sometimes the team needs me to score a little more. Trying to be a vocal leader, you know, bringing all these guys together, getting everybody to kind of, you know, buy into their role in the team. And, you know, it's definitely been a learning process. You know, at the beginning of the year, I probably wasn't doing as good of a job as I needed to be. And, you know, but as the year has gone on, I think I've done a pretty good job of, you know, assessing, you know, where I've been at as far as the leader, and, you know, making the, you know, the proper corrections, you know, to help this team come together.
Christopherson's efforts on the court will not be forgotten, and his name will go down in the record books as one of the best shooters in the history of Cyclone basketball.
Yeah, well, you know, he's going to go down as the all-time three-point percentage shooter at Iowa State. You know, one of the tops in the Big 12 conference history, and that's a heck of an accomplishment. It's something he'll always look back on in his life and remember. The fact that he scored 1,000 points in his career at Iowa State is another terrific milestone that he accomplished. You know, and it's all due to his hard work.
You know, I think more than anything, it would just be great to be remembered as somebody that, you know, was a really good player on a really good team. Somebody, you know, that, you know, hopefully our team has a lot of success. And, you know, I think I would take the most pride in just, you know, being part of, you know, a team that won a lot of games and, you know, took Iowa State to, you know, places maybe that it hasn't been in a long time.
Christopherson's three-point buzzer beater against Oklahoma State was a Hilton magic moment that fans and players won't soon forget.
Gets it into Babb, right back to Christopherson. 4 seconds. Scott Christopherson will launch a three for the win. And he made it! He made it! Scott Christopherson!
The most memorable moment definitely would have to be Scotty's three-pointer. Because, I mean, I never really been a part of a game where somebody hit a game-winning shot in college. But I never, you know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 game, you know, that was probably the most craziest thing. I mean, it was just like an adrenaline rush like never before.
Yeah, I would have to say the Oklahoma State game, just for the simple fact of, you know, we'd won the first two and then we'd lost 2 tough games in a row. And we really needed to win that game because, you know, it was just a game that, you know, I kind of saw as being a, you know, a game that could swing us in the right direction, or it can kind of, you know, put your team in a tailspin. And, you know, we made a lot of big plays coming down the stretch of that game, and you know, fortunately, I was able to make that final shot, and you know, that was a huge win for us. I think it was definitely a win that kind of springboarded us in the right direction.
Chris Allen's Iowa State story is shorter, but his impact has been just as important. After transferring from Michigan State, Allen sat out all of last season. Allen used that time to get ready for his final season of college basketball.
Yeah, well, Chris has been awesome too. You know, and in fact, I'll put both our seniors as the two of the hardest workers that we have on this team. Both those guys are always in the gym getting up extra shots. Chris the same as Scotty. You know, last year when he wasn't playing, you know, I'm telling you, he spent 5, 6 hours in the gym every single day preparing for his senior year.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily a rush because, I mean, I kind of took advantage of it. I was just trying to, instead of looking at it as a, you know, being anxious and trying to get back on the court, I just took it as, you know, just, you know, I got a year off, get my body right, work out, get stronger, get faster, just anything I can to help my teammates next year. And that was my main focus. That's why I think the year didn't bother me too much, and it actually went by fast because I had other goals at hand instead of just thinking about next year so much.
Once you saw our conference season start, you really saw what Chris Allen can do. With a 25-point game against A&M, is really shooting the basketball very well, showing the type of player that he is. Always consistent on the defensive end as well.
Allen leads the Cyclones in three-pointers made so far this season and has scored over 1,000 points in his career. His experiences have helped him to become a better leader to his teammates and bring the team together during conference play this season.
My advice is just at the moment, if a guy does something and he's feeling bad, or he puts a head down, or he's just thinking about it too much, I just go give him some encouragement, or just tell him next play, you got to pick it up. As simple as that. I mean, you can't dwell on that play, or it's going to affect your game in the long run. So I just try to be just a leader when I can, just try to keep everybody on the same page, because if we're all on the same page, I mean, sky's the limit for what this season could bring. I mean, anything could happen.
Playing in front of the fans at Hilton Coliseum will be one of the greatest memories Allen will carry with him after graduation.
Just over the year, just seeing the fan support and just seeing how everybody reacts to the game. I mean, I just love the way they react. I mean, it's not off a dunk or somebody crossing somebody up. It's hustle plays. Somebody jump up in the air and grab a rebound and slap it. That's the type of stuff they cheer for, and that's the type of stuff that wins you games. So I mean, that's just great to me.
Christopherson and Allen will step onto their home court for the last time Saturday night when Iowa State hosts a top 10 Baylor team in Hilton Coliseum.
It'll be a big game. Baylor's, one of the teams in the league that we're kind of competing for, position with. Hopefully we can come out and play really well and get a win and go out on senior night, as a winner.
I mean, of course I'm going to want to do good and go out with a bang, but in the back of my mind, I'm just going to be thinking that, I mean, it's possible. I mean, I know guys that I grew up with that didn't have this chance. So, I mean, that's what I'm looking at it as. I'm not looking at it as, last game, this and that, because hopefully it's not my last game, It's just looking at it as an everlasting experience, something I could tell my kids, senior night, your dad went out there and did that, and this, you know how old folks be sometimes.
Looking back to the beginning of the season, the Cyclones were picked to finish in the bottom of the Big 12, and no one knew what to expect from the team of transfers. But they gelled together during conference play, tallying 11 conference wins for just the third time in school history. And although it might be their last time playing at Hilton, the season is far from over for these seniors.
It's been a lot of fun, and a lot of the fun has been, kind of battling through a struggle. We kind of came out at this beginning of this year and, quite honestly, we just weren't very good. We had a lot of pieces, but we weren't really meshing together very well. And then kind of around Christmas time, this team started to kind of come together, and everybody kind of started to find their niche on the team. And ever since then, we've been playing some pretty good basketball, and it's just been fun to. I mean, I guess you could say it'd be fun if everything was easy, but sometimes the fun part is kind of looking back and looking at how far we come as a group.
I mean, I feel like everybody's just accepting the role, and everybody's seeing that bigger picture now, and that's to make it to the tournament and win games. So, I mean, people putting their differences aside and just playing basketball and just focusing on what we have to do to win.
I'm hoping that the best memories are still yet to come. We got some opportunities here to do some special things, and hopefully we can put it together.